Dear students, myself Dundappa Kulkarni, Department of Mathematics, Dr. R.B. Patil Maheshwari College, Hubballi. Now I am going to start a session on KCET or JEE on sequence and series. Dear students, it is the first session on the chapter sequence and series. Already you have studied the theory part about sequence and series, and also there only we have completed the important formulas and problems. So based on the concepts of sequences and series, now I am going to take few questions of KCET and JEE. Let us start the session with the first question. Suppose m plus n, the term of a GP is P, and m minus nth term is Q, then its nth is, nth means its nth term is option A square root of PQ, option B P into Q by P whole to the power m by n, option C P into Q by P whole to the power m by 2n, option D whole square root of P by Q. So we will check it which is the right option by taking the solution. See a student, first let us observe the given data in the question. Let small a be the first term and r be the common ratio for the given GP. Therefore we have small p is m plus n term, means we can take it as a m plus n, so that we can write this m plus nth term as a into r to the power m plus n minus 1, because the n value is equal to a into r to the power n minus 1. So instead of n we have m plus n here, therefore a into r to the power m plus n minus 1. And similarly m minus nth term is q, therefore q is equal to a m minus n, means it can be written as a into r to the power m minus n minus 1. Now students, we can take the division of P by Q is equal to a m plus n divided by a m minus n. So that now we can divide these two terms here. After cancelling the powers of r, before that here a cancelled here, the powers of r m cancelled and minus 1 cancelled, and here if you take that r to the power n divided by r to the power minus n, means if you take the numerator side, then it becomes r to the power 2n. So this is we are getting after cancellation. Now here we can cancel the power of r 2n, because of that here I have to multiply the power by 1 by 2n. Therefore it becomes r is equal to p by q whole to the power 1 by 2n, because to cancel the power 2n you have to multiply by 1 by 2n to the powers on either side. So it becomes r is equal to p by q whole to the power 1 by 2n. Now let us find out nth term, that is n is equal to a into r to the power n minus 1. So that for this term I am just multiplying r to the power m and divided by r to the power m only. So that it becomes a into r to the power m plus n minus 1 divided by r to the power m. Dear student, observe here, I have multiplied and divided by r to the power m here. So here we are getting this term here. Now let us consider the numerator part, that is a into r to the power m plus n minus 1, means which represents the first equation, so which is equal to what here, p. Therefore we can replace the value here, and r is equal to p by q whole to the power 1 by 2n here, so we can replace them here. Therefore we have p into, here p means that is a into r to the power m plus n minus 1 value, and here r value, r is in the denominator, therefore this is what here, p by q whole to the power 1 by 2n. So that if you just replace that r mean, then p by q whole to the power m by 2n. So if you take the numerator side, that power becomes minus. Therefore p into p by q whole to the power minus m by 2n. And to remove that minus means just you have to take here means here we have to interchange the numerator and denominators here, then it becomes p into q by p whole to the power m by 2n, because if you take the numerator side or if you interchange the numerator and denominator, then power becomes with opposite direction. Therefore p into q by p whole to the power m by 2n is the answer. Therefore the right option is option C. Okay, students, so we consider the second example or second question. Suppose A1, A2 so on are in AP. If A8 is to A5 is equal to 3 is to 2, then A17 is to A23 is option A 1 is to 2, option B 3 is to 4, option C 4 is to 11, option D 8 is to 11. So let us consider the solution. Here students, A be the first term and D be the common difference of the AP, because A1, A2 are the terms of AP here, and then here we can take the given data, that is 3 by 2, 3 is to 2 means it is 3 by 2 is equal to A8 by 5, because we can take the division here, right. So A8 can be written as A plus 7D in the AP, A5 can be written as A plus 4D in AP. So this is the given data here. So let us find out A17 is to A23. So because of that here I will do some calculations here. See, just we do the cross multiplication, so it becomes 3A plus 12D, 2A plus 14D after the cross multiplication. So now we can simplify this one here. So 2A can be transferred to the left hand side and 12D can be transferred to the right hand side. Then D and A, the relation between them is here, that is A is equal to 2D. Now here we can replace A is equal to 2D in the here the required solution, that is A17 is to A23 means here it is the division of A17 and A23, and here these are the terms in AP here. Therefore A17 can be written as A plus 16D, A23 can be written as A plus 22D. Now we can replace the value of A here. Therefore here 2D plus 16D divided by 2D plus 22D. So by adding them here 18D by 24D. So cancelling DD, here we have 18 by 24 by cancelling by 6, so that we have 3 by 4. Therefore the answer is 3 is to 4. Therefore the option B is right. Now we go for the third question. If sum of the infinite GP P plus 1 by P plus 1 by P square plus so on, where P is greater than 2 is 49 by 6, then sum of the third term and the fourth term of the GP is. Dear students, it is infinite GP, so that in this infinite GP here we have to find out the sum of the third and fourth term of the GP. Now consider the options. A option 8 by 49, B option 1 by 7, C option 6 by 7 and D option 23 by 49. Now consider the solution. For P is greater than 1, here now we have the sum of the infinite GP here, that is 49 by 6 is equal to that infinite GP is P plus 1 by P plus 1 by P square plus so on, because it is infinite. Now observe students, in this given GP, P is the first term, and by dividing second term and second term by the first term, we will have the common ratio, that is 1 by P. Therefore the first term is P and the common ratio is 1 by P. Now let us consider this sum of infinite GP will be equal to always the first term A divided by 1 minus R. So this is the formula we have, A divided by 1 minus R. Therefore we can apply that formula here. So P divided by 1 minus 1 by P, because A value is P and R value is 1 by P. Now we can take the LCM in the denominator, so that 1 minus 1 by P is here, so P is LCM. So after multiplying that P to 1, that becomes P minus 1 by P. So just we can take that denominator P to the numerator side, it becomes multiplied, therefore it becomes P square divided by P minus 1. Therefore we can write it as 49 by 6 is equal to P square by P minus 1. Just you can understand the simplification here. Now we can do the cross multiplication. It becomes 6P square minus 49P plus 49 is equal to 0, because we have transferred all the terms one side, means right hand side. So we have this quadratic equation. So 6P square minus 49P plus 49 is equal to 0 is the quadratic equation. So by solving this one, we will get the values of P here. So we can split that 49 as 42 and 7 are the factors. So that here we have 6P square minus 42P minus 7P plus 49 is equal to 0. So from the first two terms we can take 6 common, and from the third and fourth terms we can take 7 common. So that we have 6P minus 7 into the bracket of P minus 7 is equal to 0 are the factors of this given quadratic equation. Now we can equate to 0 here, because A into B is equal to 0 means either A equal to 0 or B equal to 0. Therefore 6P minus 7 is equal to 0 or P minus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore here we have P is greater than 2, therefore it should be P is equal to 7, because here we have two values, P is equal to 7 by 6 or P is equal to 7. So that 7 by 6 which is less than 2 only here. Therefore it should be greater than 2, so that I am considering the second answer. So P should be equal to 7. Now we can find out the sum of third and fourth term here. So third term and fourth term can be taken as A into R square plus A into R cube. Therefore we can replace the values of A and R here. So P into 1 by P whole square plus P into 1 by P whole cube. So now we can cancel the terms here, P and in the denominator P here. Therefore that will be 1 by P plus 1 by P square. Therefore we have 1 by 7 plus 1 by 49, because the value of P is 7. Now by adding these two here, that 49 is LCM. So multiply 7 to the numerator of the first term. Therefore 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 by 49 is the answer. Therefore the right option is A. Let's consider the fourth question. Suppose m arithmetic means are inserted between 1 and 31 if the ratio of the second mean to the mth mean is 1:4. Then m is equal to option A 7, option B 9, option C 11, option D 15. Let us consider the solution. Let m arithmetic means between 1 and 31 be A1, A2, so on am. These are the means here, m means. Then 1, A1, A2, so on up to m, 31 is an AP, because after inserting m arithmetic means between 1 and 31, again this sequence becomes an AP. Let small d be the common difference of the AP here. Now we can write down that 31 is what here, that is the last term here. So already we have inserted m terms and 1 is the first term and 31 is the last term means. So after inserting m terms, totally we have m plus 2 terms. Therefore the 31 becomes m plus 2th term of this given AP. Therefore we can write it as 1 plus m plus 2 minus 1 whole into d means it is what here, d is equal to 30 by m plus 1. So which we will use to find out the value of m later. Now let us consider A2 is what here, 1 plus 2d. Here similarly, because we have to find out the ratio of second mean to the mth mean. So A2 is second mean. Therefore A2 can be written as 1 plus 2d, because A2 is third term here. So that 1 is the first term. So that A plus 2d means, so we have that is 1 plus 2d. Similarly AM can be written as here 1 plus md, and also this m is the second term from the last here. So that if you just subtract d from that 31, then we will get am value. Therefore am mean is also equal to 31 minus d. Now we can consider the ratio of second mean to the mth mean, that is A2 by AM is equal to 1 by 4. It is already the given data. Therefore, it will be equal to here, that is 4 into A2 is equal to AM by cross multiplication. Now we can replace the values here A2 and AM, so that A into the bracket of 1 plus 2D is equal to, that is 31 minus D. Now multiply here and do simplification. Therefore, we have D is equal to 3, because 4 plus 8D is equal to 31 minus D mean after simplification we have D equal to 3. Now we can replace this D is equal to 3 in this D is equal to 30 by M plus 1 to find out the value of M. Therefore, 30 by M plus 1 is equal to 3. Now we have 30 is equal to M into the bracket of M plus 1. Therefore, by simplifying we get M is equal to 9, because 3M plus 3 is equal to 30. So, the 30 minus 3 means that is 27 is equal to 3M. Therefore, M is equal to 9. M is equal to 9 is the answer. Therefore, the right option is B. Consider the fifth example. Let A1, A2, A3, so on An, so on be in AP. If A3 plus A7 plus A11 plus A15 is equal to 72, then the sum of its first 17 terms is equal to. Option A 306, option B 204, option C 153, option D 612. So this question is already asked in the JEE paper in 2016. So let us consider the solution of this question, students. For AP, here AR plus AS can also be written as here 2A1 plus R plus S minus 2 whole into D. So that here, because AR can be written as A1 plus R minus 1 into D. Similarly, AS can be written as A1 plus S minus 1 into D. So that after adding these two, generally we have AR plus AS is equal to 2 into A1 plus R plus S minus 2 whole into D. So this we can here use here. So similarly here we can find out A3 plus A15 can be written as 2A1 plus 16D. 16D means here 3 plus 15 minus 2. 3 plus 15 minus 2 means 18 minus 2, that is 16D is equal to, here we can take 2 common. After taking 2 common, it becomes A1 plus 8D. A1 plus 8D means that is A9. Therefore, this whole equal to, that is what here, 2 into A9. Similarly, we can find out here A7 plus A11, therefore it will be also equal to 2 into A9 by following the previous procedure, because that is also equal to 2A1 plus 16D only, therefore it will be equal to 2 into A9. Now we can consider here that 72 is equal to, that is A3 plus A7 plus A11 plus A15 mean, so that whole sum is equal to what here, 2A9 plus 2A9. Therefore, that 72 is equal to 4 into A9. Therefore, A9 is equal to 18 after the cancellation of 72 by 4. Now we have to find out the sum of first 17 terms. Therefore, that can be taken as here 17 by 2 into the bracket of 2A1 plus 17 minus 1D. Therefore, it will be equal to 17 by 2 here. That is 2A1 plus 16D means that you can take 2 common here. After taking 2 common, it becomes A1 plus 8D only. So by cancelling 2 and 2, it becomes 17 into the bracket of A1 plus 8D. Therefore, it becomes 17 into A9 only. Already we have the value of A9, that is 18. Therefore, we can take the product of 17 A9 mean, that is 17 into 18. It will be equal to 306. Therefore, the right option is A, that is 306. Dear student, I will take the next sixth question. If the second, fifth and ninth terms of a non-constant AP are in GP, then the common ratio of this GP is option A 8 by 5, option B 4 by 3, option C 1, option D 7 by 4. This question is already asked in JEE in 2016. Now consider the solution, students. Let n denote the nth term of AP, then A5 by A2 is equal to AN by A5. Here, because here second, fifth and ninth terms are the terms of AP, but they are in GP means, so we can follow the rule here. A5 by A2 means here that second term by first term means here that is A5 by A2 is equal to that is third term by second term, that is AN by A5, which is exactly equal to R, because so these three terms are in GP, therefore so it will be equal to common ratio. Therefore we can write this is both, these both equal to R. Now just I am taking that -1 on both the sides here, so means just subtract by -1. So by taking -1 means here I am taking the LCM here, it becomes A5 minus A2 by A2 is equal to A9 minus A5 by A5. So this is the different procedure here, just taking the -1 on both sides, and after taking LCM here we have A5 minus A2 by A2 is equal to A9 minus A5 divided by A5. Therefore A5 minus A2 means here, so these are the terms already in AP, means we can write A5 as A plus 4D minus A2 means A2 is what here? A plus D, therefore by subtraction we have 3D divided by A2. Similarly AN by A5 means the difference between the ninth term and fifth term is 4D divided by A5. Now cancel D and D here, therefore the D is the common ratio of the AP here, therefore R is equal to, means we have to find out the common ratio. Here already we have taken that R is equal to what here? A5 by A2, therefore from the previous step here A5 by A2 is equal to 4 by 3. So that this is the required answer here. So these are the JEE questions, means you have to here think in the higher standard level here, so that just by doing all these calculation, proper calculation, we get the answer R is equal to 4 by 3. Therefore the right option is B. Now we go for the 7th question. The sum of the third and the fourth terms of the GP is 60 and the product of its first three terms is 100. If the first term of this GP is positive, then its seventh term is. Option A is 7290, option B 320, option C 640, option D 2430. So this question is already asked in JEE in 2015. Let us consider the solution, student. So sum of the third and fourth terms of the GP means A into R square plus A into R cube is equal to 60, and the product of its first three terms is 1000. Therefore A into AR square is equal to 1000. So now here we can consider the first one is first question and second one is second question. So in second equation, therefore by simplifying the second equation, here we have A into R whole cube is equal to 10 cube, means 1000 can be written as 10 cube, therefore AR is equal to 10. Now that equation number 1 becomes, by replacing AR by 10, here we have 10R plus 10R square is equal to 60. Now we can convert into a quadratic equation. Before that here we can cancel 10, means we can just cancel all the terms by 10 here, therefore R square plus R minus 6 is equal to 0. So we can factorize this one, so that here we have, that is 3 into 2 means here we can consider as here plus 3 minus 2 are the factor. Therefore we have R plus 3 into R minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore we have R is equal to minus 3 or 2. as A is greater than 0. A is greater than 0 means A should be positive, because already it is given that first term of this GP is positive, so that A should be greater than 0 means A is positive. Therefore, AR is equal to 10 means it is a positive number here. Therefore, R should be positive. So, R should be positive means we should consider only R is equal to 2 is the answer. We cannot consider R is equal to minus 3, because that AR should be positive since A is greater than 0. So, R is equal to 2 means now we can find out T7. T7 means 7th term of this GP is A into R to the power 6. So, just replace the values of A and R here, so that otherwise we have already A into R is equal to 10 here. Therefore, AR into R to the power 5. So, AR value is already 10 into R value is 2 to the power 5. Therefore, 2 to the power 5 is equal to 32. 32 into 10 is equal to 320. Therefore, the right option is B. Now, we go for the next question. The value of summation of R plus 2 R minus 3, that R is from 16 to 30 is equal to, option A 7785, option B 7780, option C 7775, option D 7770. So, this question is already asked in JEE question in 2015. Now, we can just observe this given as here the solution, that is summation of R plus 2 R into R minus 3 as R is equal to 16 to 30. Now, we can write this one as, because now here we have to multiply R plus 2 and R minus 3, it becomes R square minus R minus 6. We can take this summation as it is, and now we can write this summation as two parts here, means here that R is started from 16 and up to 30. So, that now I have to write this one as the summation from 1 to 30 minus the summation from 16 to 30, means here we have to subtract the summation from 1 to 15, right. Therefore, here we can write this summation as summation from R is equal to 1 to 30 of R square minus R minus 6 minus summation from R is equal to 1 to 15 R square minus R minus 6. So, that already we have discussed in the part of, that is sum to n terms of special series. There we have studied sum to n terms, or here sum of squares of first n natural number. Similarly, we can studied we have studied already, that is sum of first n natural number. So, there we have formula here. So, summation of R square means here we can apply the summation separately. So, summation of squares of natural number. So, that we have the formula that is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Similarly, summation of n, or here summation of first n natural numbers can be written as n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So, here I am not writing all those formula here, just here we can apply the summation separately. So, summation of R square, that is R from R is equal to 1 to 30 minus summation from R is equal to 1 to 15 R square, and minus whole minus summation from R is equal to 1 to 30 R minus summation from R is equal to 1 to 15 R whole minus, and now we have to multiply 6 into 30 minus 15, because we have to multiply 16 into 30 as well as 15 into 6, so that we can take that 6 common, and here it becomes 30 minus 15 within the bracket. Now, we can just apply the formula. Already I have told you, that is here summation of R square can be written as here R into R plus 1 into 2R plus 1 divided by 6 here, so that we can replace R value as 30, and similarly for the second term, here R is equal to that is 30 and 15 here. So, we can have the formula, that is R into R plus 1 divided by 2 here. So, by applying the formula and numbers here, after the calculation, we have 8215 for the first bracket, minus 345 for the second bracket, and minus 90 for the third bracket. By simplifying this number, we have the answer 7780. So this is the calculation. So dear student, here you have to remember the formula of the sum of that special series here, so that if you don't know the formula, just refer them. Otherwise here you cannot get this cancellation or the calculations here. So the right option is B. We go for the 9th question. The number of terms in an AP is even. The sum of the odd terms in it is 24 and that the even terms is 30. If the last term exceeds the first term by 10 integer 1 by 2, then the number of terms in the AP is option A 4, option B 8, option C 12, option D 16. It is already asked in the JEE 2014. Now we can consider the solution. Let the AP be A plus D, so on, A plus 2n minus 1 into D. Because here the number of terms in an AP is even, so that here that the coefficient of D should be 2n minus 1 in the last term. Because so we have here even number of terms in this given AP. Now let us consider the sum of odd terms in it is 24. So that sum of odd terms, that is what here A plus 2D plus so on plus A plus 2n minus 2 whole into D, so which is whole equal to 24. So these are the odd terms in this given AP. And similarly the sum of even terms is 30. Therefore here we have A plus D plus A plus 3D plus so on plus A plus 2n minus 1 into D is equal to 30. So consider this here equation number 2 and the first one is equation number 1. Now here solving first and second equation by cancelling A and D here and also 30 and 24. So after all the calculations, means just I am not doing all these steps here. So after the cancellation, here we have the value of here we have here that is D is remained n times. D is remained n times in the LHS part, and in the RHS part we have the difference 30 minus 24 is 6. So D is adding n times, means it becomes ND is equal to 6. And now we can use this ND is equal to 6 in the next steps here. So also here the last term exceeds the first term by 10 integer 1 by 2, mean here we have to take the difference of last term and first term, so that A plus 2n minus 1 into D is the last term minus A is the first term is equal to 10 integer 1 by 2. So that just we can simplify 10 integer 1 by 2, mean that is 21 by 2. Now in the next step we can cancel A and minus A in the LHS part. Therefore we have 2n minus 1 whole into D is equal to 21 by 2. Now we can use the value of ND is equal to 6, means so that D can be replaced by 6 by n. Therefore 2n minus 1 into 6 by n is equal to 21 by 2. Now we can do simplification or cross multiplication. We have 2n minus 1 divided by n is equal to 7 by 4, because just we can cancel 3 2 ja and 3 7 ja, and 3 can be transferred to the denominator of right hand side. Therefore it becomes 2n minus 1 by n is equal to 7 by 4. Now we can do the cross multiplication and simplification. Therefore we will get the value of n here is equal to 8. Therefore the number of terms in this given AP is 8, because 2n minus 1 into 4 is equal to 7n, means 8n minus 4 is equal to 7n. So that just we can do the calculations here. We have the value that n is equal to 8. Therefore the number of terms in the AP is 8. The right option is B. And we go for the 10th question. Let the sum of the first 3 terms of an AP be 39 and the sum of its last 4 terms be 178. If the first term of this AP is 10, then the median of the AP is option A 29.5, option B 26.5, option C 28, option D 31. So this question is already asked in JEE in 2015. Let us consider the solution. Here that given data is sum of the first three terms. Sum of the first three terms means here a plus d and a plus 2d. Therefore, the first term is 10 here. Therefore, 10 plus d plus 10 plus 2d is equal to 39 is the given data. And by simplification or by cancelling, here we have that is 3d plus 30 is equal to 39. Therefore, d is equal to 3. And one more data is here, that is nth term, means you have to find out nth term here. So that nth term means that is Tn is equal to 10 plus n minus 1 into 3, because a value is 10 and d value is 3 here, that we can replace it here, so that it becomes 3n plus 7 after the simplification. So this is the nth term. So nth term can be written as Tn or n, both are same. And another one given data, that is sum of the last four terms. So the last term is what, nth term. So that nth term is already 3n plus 7 means, so we have to consider the last four term means, so 3n plus 7 is only, plus 7 is only that last term. So that previous term means you have to subtract d value here, so we will get that successive terms here. So previous term, therefore 3n plus 1 is the last term, and its previous term is 3n minus 3 plus 7, and its previous term is 3n minus 6 plus 7, because minus 3 we have to subtract here more. So that here 3n minus 6 plus 7 plus, and another last term is that is 3n minus 9 plus 7. This is whole is equal to 178, because the sum of the last four terms is 178. And here after cancelling and adding all these terms, we have that is n is equal to 14. N is equal to 14, because 3n plus 3n plus 3n plus 3n, so that it is 12n, and next plus 7 plus 4 plus 1 minus 2, so that here just we can simplify this one. So we will have the answer, that is n is equal to 14. But here we have to find out the median of the AP. Median concept, it is already came in the chapter statistics. Already we have studied in the earlier classes also. So median means here it depends on the number of terms here. So if the number of terms is odd, we have the different formula for median, and if the number of terms is even, we have the different formula. So for this one here, n is equal to 14 means we have the even number of terms here. So even number of terms means we can find out the median as the average of 7th term and 8th term, because so these two are at the center of these 14 terms here. Therefore we can take the median as T7 plus T8 by 2. We have to take the average of that is 7th term and 8th term. Therefore T7 is 28 plus T8 is 31, because 3n plus 7 is the nth term. So by just replacing 7 to find out 7th term here, so that 7 into 3 is 21 plus 7 is 28. Similarly we can replace n by 8 in the Tn here, so that here we get T8 value, that is 3 into 8 is 24 plus 7 is 31. So 28 plus 31 by 2 mean here we have 59 by 2. So 59 by 2, it is nothing but 29.5. So it is the value of the median. So that here we have the right option, that is A. So dear student, here I have discussed 10 very important types of questions, and some of the questions are general and some of the questions are already asked in the previous year JEE paper. Therefore just practice all these different problems here. Still I will take some more important types of problems from the previous year JEE question papers in the next session. So there I will discuss some more problems. Now I am going to end this session, students. Thank you so much.